Hey guys, Dr. Juan here. So if you're watching this video, you're moving on to the next phase of care, which is the maintenance and wellness care portion. And what that looks like is, of course, you put in all the hard work at the beginning. Obviously, we're going to hopefully see all those changes that have taken place in your spine and your health since started care in our office. And we're going to sit down and talk about what the future looks like. The thing is this, though, it's very easy for us to remember at the very beginning when you first started in this office why you came here. Some sort of pain or ailment that was affecting you so bad that you were not able to have quality of life. And that meant that you were not as healthy as you wanted to be. So at that moment, it was very easy for you to prioritize the care in our office. So coming here multiple times a week and taking care of your spine. The reality is that as you lose health, your quality of life is affected. Many people forget what health is. A lot of people will define health by saying, you know what, doctor? I know I'm healthy because I feel good, I work out, I eat great, yet people like that, day in and day out, die in this country every single day. They look good, they feel great, have the most money in the bank, and they still drop dead, which is unfortunate because they think they're doing the right thing. In our country, we've been trained to think that whenever we have a problem, we then go to the doctor, get the medication, cover up the symptom, and then the problems will go away. Folks, if this system was working, we would number one in the world in healthcare. The sad reality is this: we are number 37 out of 37 out of industrialized countries in the world in healthcare because we are waiting until something goes wrong and reacting to it and then covering up the symptoms with medication or surgeries. So the reality is that you have to take care of your health in a proactive manner. So the question is, where does this health and healing come from? Well, it comes from the brain. And as you remember, we said this numerous times in the past, that the best doctor in the world is actually the doctor that resides inside of your brain, because it knows exactly how many beats per minute your heart has to beat, how to digest your food, what kind of hormone levels you need to have. So the reality is that as we've been adjusting you to making sure your brain and your body are communicating at 100%, it is important that we keep track of that progress as we are moving your spine back into the correct position. This is exactly why we took an x-ray, a set of x-rays on the last visit. It's only simply to track your progress in this office, because the reality is that if your spine is misaligned, it's not going to allow your brain and your body to communicate at 100%, then not allowing you to achieve that 100% function and healing. If you are in a degenerative state in the spine, so if you had arthritis or a reverse curve or a scoliosis when you first started here and you do not want to continue to degenerate, you have to take care of your spine. The reality is that if you allow your spine, which is already degenerated, to continue, especially beyond 10 to 14 days without getting adjusted, the degeneration would only accelerate. So the reality is that you have to do something so you don't ever get to that point of the surgery or the major ailment or intervention that none of us want. So the message is simple. You have to keep going. But of course, we all know there's a stigma behind, why do you keep going to the chiropractor? Why do you keep going to the chiropractor for the rest of your life? To be completely transparent, my wife, myself, and my children are going to be adjusted for the rest of our lives. Why? Because if your brain controls your body, when would you want to have 100% of the message from your brain going to your body? You only should get adjusted for the rest of your life as long as you want to function and heal at 100% and feel well. The reality is that many of us would love to be under chiropractic care for the rest of our lives without obviously having to pay a cent. When it comes to healthcare and health insurance in America, health insurance should really be called sick insurance. Because if you think about it, when does health insurance truly kick in? Is it when you're healthy or when you're sick? It's usually when you're sick, so it should really be called sick insurance. Do they really care about wellness and things that are actually preventative, like going to the gym, working out, actually, eating organic food, all those healthy things? They don't really worry about those things because at the end of the day, you are not sick. You're actually only trying to stay well. Of course, you would love for your insurance to pay for this, but this is your responsibility, no different than you going to the gym, you eating organic food. This is part of your health care. No different than brushing your teeth and doing dental hygiene. It's something that you will do for the rest of your life. As soon as you stop looking at things you do for your health as an expense, and you start looking to them as an investment, that's when you'll switch your mindset and stop putting a price tag on things you're doing to better your health. Because folks, as soon as you lose your health, that's when we all of a sudden start valuing it. So what we're asking of you is very simple. Value your health now so you don't have to play catch up later, and make the investment in your health today so you don't ever have to worry about the expenses in the hospital, nursing homes, and all those things that none of us want. And the thing is this, not only are you getting healthy, everybody around you should be getting healthy, like your family. I know that you run into people every single day that are sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know that there's a dinner program here in this office. So everybody in our community could be a little healthier and a little happier. How much better would we be as a community? As you continue to rededicate your actual commitment to your health in this office, we ask you to bring somebody else along with you so you can be as healthy as possible, and those people around you are actually doing healthy life together with you. So thanks for watching. Looking forward to going over your x-rays.